Hey guys, okay, let's have a look at this holster. This is the HT retention holster, concealed carry model. I'm not sure how to do this. This is hard for me to do in the viewfinder. Alright, so this is what operates the trigger guard latch. Hope you can see that. See? Very solid. And what actuates that is a good high combat grip. See that? It pushes that up, unlatches it, the gun comes out. Until you unlatch that, very solid, locks in right behind the trigger guard. Up, out. With it, see if I can do that with the other hand. With that open, I mean, there's just no friction at all in that holster, so it's very free to pull. Okay, now I'm going to show you a few things that I like about this holster and something that I don't like about this holster. Okay, one of the things that I do like about this holster is it rides really high on the belt. Okay, rides really high, so gives you, if you're going to use it for concealed carry, like with an outer garment, it can be shorter. Does that make sense? Now, as you can see, get a good grip on it, and the holster is free. Now, so here, I have it pretty much right at 3 o'clock on my hip. I have pretty much straight up and down cant on the holster. And anyway, so I like that. I like that it's high on the holster, or high on the belt, close to your side. As you can see here, let me see if we can do that. As you can see, it's up pretty close. Now, this belt is not as stiff as it should be, and I think it would, because it lets the holster kind of sag out a little bit. And that's going to get us to later to one of the things that I don't like about this holster. Let you see. Pretty much, if you get a good grip on your gun, it's free. You get a crappy grip or somebody else grabs your gun, they're not going to be able to take it away from you. I like that. I think that retention holsters, very handy if you're doing something, riding an ATV, riding a motorcycle, playing, just out playing, and you need to make sure you don't lose your gun from a regular holster. I think the retention is very nice. Also for open carry. I think that if you're going to open carry a handgun, beauty be gone, and you need to have some kind of retention on your holster. Just so that somebody doesn't walk up behind you and take your gun. Because you can't be like a cop and always stand around with your hand on your gun. Because then you're just going to get in trouble. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Now, let me show you some other things we can do with this holster. Okay, so now I've moved the holster around behind me a little bit, more in the 4 to 430 area. Well, I cannot see that at all. And because of that straight up and down cant, when it's back behind me, I can't actuate the release lever as well. But this holster has 360-degree adjustment on it. So I can tip the cant a little bit, which also makes it a little more concealable because it'll run the grip up your back. And at this angle, you're reaching back, and you have the ability to release the gun very easily. So that's something I do like about it a lot. You can even adjust it around to a cross draw position, which gives you a lot of versatility with the holster. Let's see if I can. It's a little awkward for me. I have no experience with this. There. May have to adjust that cant just a little bit if you're going to do that. No, maybe not. Yeah, that seems to be pretty slick. So you have a lot of versatility. It's very easy to change. I'll show you that real quick. So I just was showing you the holster in a cross draw configuration with it tipped way around. And as you can see, it has this V-lock all the way around it. One Allen screw and a couple turns there, and you can adjust this holster to any cant you want, and then lock it back down. So those are all things I like about it a lot. You can see here, this is the it's really a very simple design. That's just a guide to keep it going straight, and you see that's this lock here. I don't know if you can see in there very well, but the lock is just cut on a wedge at an angle, so as you pull it up, it releases, and when you holster or let go, then the wedge just pushes it back into place, and there's your lock right there. I'm pretending like you can see it as well as I can. So all in all, I like the holster. And now I'm going to show you the one thing that I don't like about this holster at all. Okay, so, hi guys. So here's the holster. And this is my belt that I wear all the time. This is not an expensive belt. Bought it at Cabela's. I can't remember what they call it exactly. I think they still sell them. They're about 35 bucks. But it's a big double thick belt, as opposed to, maybe we can do it like that. See the difference in, it's really hard to see the viewfinder, and I apologize for that. I probably just wasted my time here, but you ought to be able to see the difference in the thickness of the belt. This belt offers, especially when it was new, it's starting to actually break in to my body a little bit, but I mean, this was such a solid little belt. It's starting to kind of fall apart now. I need a new one. You can't use this belt with this holster. Wait, I was wrong. You can use that holster with this belt. How do you do that? You contact the customer service. You send an email through their website, and within hours on a Sunday, John Parsons, the CEO of HT Holsters North America, will contact you, and he'll say, I think we can fix that problem. And you get a 58mm belt clamp system that was designed for a safari duty belt, and now you can have this holster on this big heavy belt that I wear all the time. So now I don't have anything that I kind of don't like about this holster. I think it's a winner. Anyway, the only thing that someone might dislike is the fact that they don't make this holster for a lot of different guns at this time. But I'm a Glock guy, so I'm all good. So there it is, the HT retention holster on a big old thick leather belt. I love it. Anyway, y'all take care, be safe.